Hi, and welcome to another episode of Rapid Fire Review, an airsoft gun review show brought to you by the people at PyramidAir.com. I'm your host, Barry Goodband.
And I'm Storn Cook, and today we're looking at the GSG 522 RIS.
All right, so when you get it home, you're going to find a color manual, an 8.4 volt, 1200 milliamp battery in the nunchuck style, and a 200 round high capacity magazine.
You're also going to get the standard wall charger and a cleaning and unjamming rod, and this Allen wrench will adjust your front sight there. Now, usually we'd walk over to the range and start shooting this gun, but today we're going to do something a little different because the battery compartment on this is a little tight, a little finicky, so Barry's going to demonstrate how we put this battery in for you.
All right, so it starts out simply enough. You're going to pull your forward pin here and set that aside. Don't lose this.
That's important.
And you're going to start by disengaging your battery box here by pulling forward. And I'm going to set the gun down forward so you can see what I'm doing here. And now, the trouble that I got into with this is kind of overthinking things. You know, trying to get all the wires just so. But what you really need to start with is by putting in the large side of the battery first and letting that sort of sit down into the bottom of the battery box. And then take your other battery, set that on top. Then you're going to hook up your connector here. And once that's done, you're going to see that your wires kind of want to fold out of the way on their own. But you need to sort of pay attention to where they're going. And you want to be gentle. Don't horse on anything or you could break something. The other thing that you want to pay attention to is this fuse box here. You want to make sure that that's down here to the lower part of the barrel. And then just make sure that everything kind of wants to go together for you. And if it doesn't want to go together on the first try, back up.
Don't push.
Make sure things are lined up properly.
Here.
And you put your pin back in. If I could see well enough to line it up, there we go. And it slides back in, locks into place, and you're ready to go.
Okay, since we're ready to go, why don't we go shoot this thing?
Yeah, let's take it over to the range and see how she does.
Okay.
All right, so we've got the GSG 522 here in the range. We're going to put it in the chronograph and see what kind of numbers we get.
Okay, and as usual, we're firing a 0.2 gram BB for testing purposes through the chrono. 403, 403, 406, 406, 406. Consistent and hot.
Yeah, very hot. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of rounds per second we've got.
Okay, rock and roll. Go for it. 11.6.
Yeah, pretty nice. Now this has got an 8.4 volt battery into it, but if you wanted to bring that rate of fire up, you could easily go out and pick up a little bit hotter battery, and I think it would pick up good for you. Cool. All right, I'm going to put her on safe. You take her down range at that target and see what kind of action we get.
Okay, let's see here.
Hey, not bad shooting there, Tex.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Looking pretty nice. Right on the money there.
Yeah.
Can you do it on full auto?
Oh, well, I'll try.
All right, let's see it. Hey, rock and roll.
Woo.
One more time.
That was fun. That's
Very
really nice. Nicely on
nice.
short bursts, too.
Yep.
I like that.
Excellent.
Shall we take it over and talk about it some more?
Yeah, let's do that.
Great.
All right, Storn, why don't you tell us what you thought of the GSG 522 RIS?
Well, right off the bat, I'm impressed by two things. I'm impressed by the FPS, which was at 405 in the 410 range. Real consistent, real rock solid. Surprising. And then the accuracy was to die for.
Yeah, absolutely.
and I think those two things are related. I think a high FPS helps with accuracy, but I was really surprised by that because this is an SMG barrel. That's a short barrel, and I know we're only firing at 30 feet, but still, to get that kind of grouping at 30 feet, well, that's kind of a long arm. You know?
Yeah, that's like long rifle type accuracy with, you know, what is, I mean, what, 14, 16-inch barrel here?
Yeah.
You know, that's really quite impressive from the SMG platform. You definitely hit it on the head there.
What did you like about it?
Well, you know, obviously there's a couple of, you know, things that grab your attention right away here. You know, this folding stock is a really good one. You know, it's easy to fold away, it's easy to deploy, it's absolutely rock solid, as is the entire rest of this piece. This is definitely got some weight to it, and it's definitely, you know, a solid piece. There isn't any wobble or inconsistency here. This thing's not going to just fall apart on you, as, you know, as they do sometimes. But, you know, obviously also as well, it's covered with rails, top, bottom, and both sides. If you want to put an optic on here, you definitely have that option. And I know you personally, you really like those forward assist handles, so there's plenty of room for that here. And, you know, I really enjoy, you know, when a manufacturer builds that kind of customization, you know, ability into your gun. So it allows you to kind of customize it and make it into your own personal little beast. And I enjoy that sort of thing. Yep.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to touch upon was that this folding stock, I own a GS36, I've had an MP5, and this is by far the quickest to deploy. My G36 kind of sticks a little bit more. There's a nice attention to detail. This deploys real quick and easy. I also like the pistol grip. This is a little bit different. There's sort of these nubbins on it, and I like how that fits in the hand. It doesn't slip at all. It's a little different than the checkered pattern.
A lot of times pistol grips are sort of this checkered pattern, and yeah, I kind of like that. You know, the different texture there is good.
This was a fun gun to fire. I really like the blowback feature. It makes a nice sound.
Yeah, it does make a good sound. You know how I like the airsoft guns to speak up for me.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so I think that's all the time we've got for this piece, but you guys keep your eyes open because we'll be back in the near future and we'll have another cool gun from PyramidAir.com. And until then, I'm your host, Barry Goodband.
And I'm Storm Cook, and if you want to reach us, you can do so at rapidfirereview@PyramidAir.com or check us out on the Pyramid Airsoft Facebook page.
And before we go, guys, I have to remind you that airsoft guns are realistic copies of actual firearms. So always play safely, act responsibly, and we'll see you guys out there in the field.
Do not remove the federally required orange marking from your gun. Treat airsoft guns the same as firearms. Assume a gun is loaded, even if you know it's unloaded. Never shoot at someone who isn't wearing proper eye protection. Never brandish your gun in public, and always transport it in a case. Do not point an airsoft gun at anyone as a joke. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Do not use airsoft guns to shoot at, discipline, or injure animals. Know the laws regarding airsoft guns and their use.